Hello, it's Burncoose Nurseries, and here we are with our on a bed of perennials which we've grown over the winter from an autumn planting of of 9 centimetre pots in the autumn. So these are perennial plants that we've grown on in September and October of last year, overwintered them in a polytunnel and hardened them off outside over the last 2 or 3 weeks for early spring sales. As you can see, there's some nice salvias there, and they've grown on very well. We're very pleased with them. Made some good growth in the polytunnel over the winter. And the reason we put them in a polytunnel, not outside in the winter, because everybody knows that perennials are hardy and will last outside, is so we can monitor how much water we give them. In a pot, there's not so much good a drainage as what's in your garden, and especially in Cornwall, and crikey, especially this winter, there's been copious amounts of rain, and it would have been detrimental to them if they were outside. So that's why we put them in a polytunnel, just to reduce the amount of water that they get, so that they actively keep growing, and they have grown all the way through, virtually, because we're lucky with Cornwall, we haven't had much frost, and it's always quite warm. So they've grown all the way through for the selling of them from January onwards, and even some of these were ready before January. They were ready last autumn to sell. We're very pleased with them. We got, naturally, there's a few deads in amongst them, but there's probably a 95% success rate of what we've grown here, maybe even 97. So we're very pleased with what we got. Very popular Digitalis Alba. The Cercium rivulare atropurpureum, you can see a little flower come in. It won't be long now before that's on a couple of foot stem and flowering away nicely like a thistle type flower. Hopefully that might be ready for Chelsea. We've had them at Chelsea before. Brigenias, very tough up plant. You could grow them outside all year round. They're not so, they're a bit more tolerant of the wet than other plants, so they're a very tough plant. And nice bronze foliage of the Ajuga reptans, Caitlin's giant. And here you are, look. Imagine if you bought a Achillea cerise queen. Look at that. What a lovely great potful that is. Take that home, you can split that into three plants, and you can have a lovely clump of Achillea growing on through July and August. And this we have here, this is our autumn planting of 9 centimetre herbaceous perennials, overwintered for late winter and early spring sales.